Hey everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. Today is day 9 of the AeroGarden update. So we're going to show you an update on where we are with the herbs that are growing in the AeroGarden that we planted. And the second thing is we'll answer a question that we had from a comment about when to remove the AeroGarden domes. Might not be able to see this very well on the camera, but when we do the close-up, you'll be able to see the domes a little bit better. So basically each of the seed pods, when you get them in the package, they come as a plastic piece with the seed and the growing material inside, and there's a little piece of plastic that just goes over the top of the seeds when they are first put into the AeroGarden. And the question I had was, when do you remove those? So first off, basically what these little covers do, and you can save them to reuse them, is they kind of create like basically a little greenhouse when you have them in the seeds. So it'll create the perfect kind of humidity level and temperature. It'll keep kind of some of the heat in. It basically, like, think of like a big, why do you grow plants in a giant greenhouse? This is a mini version of that. So they keep covered and keeps the moisture in there. Some of the past videos you could actually see some of the condensation that would build on the inside of this, and that just makes it perfect for the seeds to germinate. So let's jump in. We'll give a quick update and we'll show you when to take the domes off of the AeroGarden seed pods. All right, here we go. So we are on day 8, as you can see here. So this is days 8 planted. This is the 9th day of update because the first day was the unpacking and planting, so it counts going forward. So this is 8 full days planted, and we've got 6 days before we have to add any plant food on the timer. So while we're here, I always like to do is just double check. We'll have a lot of water in here still. They're not really growing that. They're growing, but they're not growing a lot, so they're not going to use a lot of water. Our water is still full. And we have, as from before, we have the dill that's sprouted. And there's actually, with the dill, there's 3 shoots I see coming up now. So that's pretty cool to see. And that's the first one that I had to take off the cover for. So basically, to answer that question, when do you take it off? You take it off when the sprouts are start hitting the top of it. So as you can see, these sprouts are starting to hit the top. So that's when I take off the top. The rest of them will leave on until the sprouts come up and through and start to push against the roof of the pod cover. So the next one that we have kind of coming is, and I'll pop it up. We can see this is the Thai basil. So that's coming through. That's going to pop up through that, I would say, in the next day or two. It actually grows quite quickly. And the second one that we have is the Genovese Basil, which is coming up quite nicely as well. Those are the 2, and so we'll cover that back up. We got quite a bit of condensation happening on the mint, which is good. So I won't open that. I'll just leave that one closed. And the next one here that I think is going to be coming up, and you might not be able to see. I'm not going to take the dome off because it does have a bit of condensation, and I want to leave that. That's the thyme. I can just see the green coming up now, so that's good. That was set to sprout in 7-14 days, so we're right on track with that one. And then the last one is our curly parsley, which doesn't sprout until 21 to 28 days, so that will be a ways off yet, so we'll just keep an eye on that one. So far, it's the dill that's in the lead there. So that's the first one to have the dome cover taken off. And hopefully that answers your questions. Let's go back for the sign off. All right, there we go. Thanks everybody for joining me. Day 9 update, AeroGarden. Also learning when to take off these pod covers. I'm going to save these. We'll use them. There's some ways that you can actually start to reuse after the pods after they've been seeded and that. I've been doing a bit of research, so I will recycle these to try and use them again if we plant some other seeds. So we'll save that one, and we'll save the rest. And thanks for tuning in. We'll do the update again tomorrow. If this is your first time on the channel checking out the AeroGarden, if you have an AeroGarden, let me know in the comments below what you're growing in your AeroGarden, what you've grown, what success you've had, what failures you've had, maybe some tips. I would love to hear from other people that have been growing herbs and growing things in their AeroGarden. Always fun to hear. On this channel as well though, I do regular live streams, and if you do subscribe, make sure you turn on the bell notification. That way you'll get notified when I do go live, and we do cooking demonstrations and cooking dinners and meals and snacks live on the channel, typically all in less than an hour. So it's a great way to learn how to cook for your family, quick, simple, nutritious meals. So thanks everybody for joining me. We'll catch you tomorrow in the next AeroGarden update. And if I see you on a live stream, make sure you do say hi as well. Don't forget, hit the like button below and subscribe. See you tomorrow.